You are now listening to the Full Sport Press podcast, featuring hosts Jay Hove, Jeff, and Weezy. Please enjoy the show.
Greetings and salutations. I would like to welcome everybody to the Full Sport Press podcast, the premier sports podcast for the consummate sports fan. And this is your one-stop shop for all sports-related news and topics. I'm Jay Hove.
It's your boy Big Joe.
Weezy is in the building. Say what's up, Weezy.
What's going on? What's cracking? Yeah, somebody messing with my mic again.
Yeah.
Hey, what's
Trying to tell cameraman about that.
Hey, somebody.
You
Why?
can't tilt that.
I'm just saying, why my mic?
Nah, I mean, it's all good.
Huh?
Yeah, everything's
You
everything's
answer my
paid
question.
for. I ain't got nothing to do with that. I ain't the one.
No, it's one team.
Not
No,
the
they're
one.
not about the food. Okay.
We're nice.
What I'm
your
trying to tell you, my volume was down. What's popping, Jeff?
How you doing that, sir?
Man,
My
ain't
bad.
nothing, man.
Right,
You know what I'm
right,
saying? How was your weekend, champ?
Man, I had a good weekend.
Your sinuses was bad this week.
I was rough week.
Rough week.
Rough
Sinus.
week. Rough week.
Yeah, for sure. The sinus check-in, for sure. Yeah,
It's bad out here.
yeah, most definitely. Hey, cameras
Cameras
always
always
on,
on,
for
though.
sure.
Fight through it,
But we're
baby.
gonna push through it.
Yeah.
Weezy, how you doing, man? How was your week? The whole week, as a matter of fact.
We was pretty good, man.
We was solid.
Allergies, we got a little.
Really?
Had to go. Yeah,
Got wheezy.
Yeah.
a little bit.
Yeah. We said he ain't, right. He
Yeah.
said he didn't have allergies though.
Oh,
You remember that?
Yeah.
Little pollen or something.
No pollen. No pollen.
pollen.
No pollen in February. No. Nah.
I ain't seen the worst of it yet.
Hey, just live a little bit, though. Just live a little bit. What do we got up on the show today?
Before you do that, though.
Uh-huh.
Before you do that.
Uh-oh.
I was talking to the cameraman.
What's up,
earlier this
cameraman?
week.
Oh, okay.
And, you know, we were doing the lemonade challenge,
For
right?
sure.
And he said something very, very true.
What'd he say?
He feels like y'all done forgot y'all roots and where you from.
Okay.
So he told me to go back and grab something for you guys. Pause. Oh, give me a second.
Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh,
Uh,
shit. Cameron, you knew about this.
Yeah.
You did. And
we
you
got our roots.
but okay.
Yeah. No.
Oh, we're going in the bag.
Gotta go in the bag for
People
this.
are not looking on YouTube. Going in the bag. And we got
Oh, we got the purity.
That's good period.
we got you brought the period.
Oh, red cup.
Brought the
Red
period.
cup, volume
Red
3,
cup,
baby.
yeah, volume 3.
Red
Volume
cup,
3.
volume
Shout out to cameraman.
Shout out to cameraman.
He said, let me get back on the mic. Pause. He said, you guys got your roots. man."
Okay.
So,
Hey.
Yeah. Pull it up there.
I ain't nothing like going back to your roots.
Yeah, pull me up.
You know,
Yeah, I need a whole drink. That's enough.
He ain't gonna drink that. He ain't gonna.
he said he need the whole joint.
Hey, you pour me up, Jay. I mean, Jim, you pour me up
He
here.
said he need the whole joint.
I know where I come
Pull
from
me
here.
up. This is Southside shit right here. It's straight Southside.
He ain't from the South no more, man. He didn't turn.
Okay.
Shout out to cameraman. I said,
Purity.
You're absolutely right.
Some
cameraman.
purity.
Some good purity lemonade. Take it back to you.
It's all sugar.
Let's take it back to your roots,
Let's
baby.
see. Let's see.
See, you don't know about this.
You know about that.
This freeze cup lady. You don't know about this. Went back to freeze cup lady today.
And y'all said this is bad. This is great.
This is good stuff. Pause.
Oh man, it's legendary.
Yeah.
Most definitely.
So, you know, we had to put that
Hey.
up there in the
Oh,
open
that's
echelon.
it. Wait a minute. Hey.
You feel me?
Is that any better than?
Now, it's not better than what, simply.
It
For
ain't
sure.
better. Why did you say Natalie's first?
Simply number one. It ain't better than simply or Natalie. It's just,
Yeah. It's just solid.
hometown hero, man.
Hometown hero. Period.
Yeah.
Southside.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That's
That's what's
awesome.
up. What we got up on the show today, man?
Today we are debating the biggest scandals in college sports history.
For sure.
History, you hear me?
FSP style.
FSP style.
Always FSP stuff.
Most definitely. Let's get it kicked off, man. What's your best of the week?
My best of the week, man. My nephew's birthday is this week.
Hey.
Young
So,
Malik,
yeah,
shout out.
shout out to Malik, man. 2 years old, man. Looking like he's 6 already.
Terrible too.
And my pop's birthday is tomorrow.
Hey, OG, man. Shout out to the OG. That's my
Pop's
dog.
birthday
Man.
tomorrow, man.
Yeah, for sure. You got a birthday coming up too, Weezy.
Oh, yeah, you know.
For sure.
Everything paid for that.
Ooh.
Yeah.
I just be ready, man.
My best of the week was Wale's shoe explosion on IG. Sure, in
I
about
missed
13 minutes. Yeah.
Yeah.
In about 13 minutes, we saw vintage original pairs.
Yeah.
We saw pre-hype classics,
Yeah.
modern favorites, samples, player exclusives. The list goes on. He even offered, Jeff, and I didn't know this, a pair of dead stock satin Air Jordan 1s to the first person who ripped the entire story off IG. So, shout out to Wale, man. Sneaker legend, and should be given the credit that he definitely deserved.
That was some therapy for him, I think.
Yeah, no, for sure.
Just lost his record deal this week.
Ooh,
Yeah.
yeah, I heard about
Yeah,
that.
yeah.
Yeah, Jeff, you sent that text message, like, what's going on? Let me see what's going on. And he was
He's
definitely
working
going off. Yeah, he
He's
was in
off.
there.
They got
Honey,
him from MG.
he got the job from Atlanta.
Atlantic. Yeah.
Yeah.
He's still technically on MMG, I believe.
Yeah, he was on there with the Khaled Honey.
Yeah,
Honey. He's wild. He had the belts.
Yeah, had the $1 million man belt.
Plenty of belts.
Ted DiBiase.
Yeah.
Yeah, man.
Okay.
Okay. So what about yours, Jeff?
The women's U.S. hockey gold medal game.
Okay.
Yeah, you know what I mean? It was late at night, you know, roughly 1 a.m. Central.
What you doing up?
Science was killing me.
Okay.
I woke up, couldn't go back to
I'm
sleep.
blaming it on the
I
science.
definitely not. It definitely wasn't.
Okay.
I was out of there.
Okay.
Woke up,
Mm-hmm.
couldn't go back to sleep, was on, going through the social media and stuff.
Yeah.
Saw that game was on. I said, I'm gonna check it out.
Right.
It was good hockey.
Good hockey.
Yeah, good overtime hockey.
Yeah.
You know, shootout.
Yeah. Shout out to the Winter Olympics. That's something got to do with the question of the week. My worst of the week, Black China's sex tape.
You took my words of the week.
No, for sure, man.
That's
I think she needed some attention. Clearly, attention starved.
Okay.
And they say any news.
It's good news. That's what they say.
That's what they say, right?
Yeah, that's what they say.
This was bad.
Yeah,
Hey, she like a child, man.
Bad on all levels.
Yeah.
She was childish.
That was rough.
That was rough to watch.
That
was rough to watch, man.
like, shout out to him, the guy, for sitting through that.
Man, for sure.
Like, for real.
And now he said through that.
That ain't what Future was talking about in that song, man. What I seen. That ain't what Future was
People
talking
have
about,
paid
right?
for that.
Yeah, no, for
Like,
sure.
rappers have paid for that.
And that was
That ain't what drove Rob Kardashian crazy.
it. Better not have been. Because
That ain't-
then he needs some. He need to get back in the
Yeah,
gym.
yeah.
He drove Tiger crazy too, man.
Yeah.
See, Tiger.
So something ain't right.
That ain't what.
That might have just been an early. That might have been.
That might have been early in the game.
She was off the okay.
She might have because that looked childish.
Yeah, no, that was
So that was the consensus. Everybody worst of the week. That
that was definitely mine.
Yeah. What about
that
you?
and allergies, we have
Yeah.
pretty much mine.
Jesus, a week. Hey man, that was tough to watch.
Yeah.
That's one I'll never watch again.
Oh no.
Most of them I'll never watch again.
That's not true.
Most.
That's not true.
I'm with
It's
you.
some up ones.
It's some
It's some
celebrity tapes that are
It's
up.
some up ones.
Nah,
We gotta talk about that.
We have
celebrities.
to talk about that one after the
Yeah.
break.
What are I doing now? Go ahead.
What we got, Jeff?
Come on, Weez. Make sure you check us out on iTunes, Facebook, Instagram, Beyond Pod, YouTube, and of course the SoundCloud page to catch up on the full archive of past episodes of FSP. Just search Full Sport Press Podcast. And after you do that, check out the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast with Animal Brown and Spike Lee each and every Wednesday. Their latest show, the album review of Victory Lap, is up now. You gotta check that out.
Yeah, man. Shout out to the guys at the On Deck TV Hip Hop Podcast. This Nipsey album, man, I've been hearing got a lot of heat saying, because I said it was better than Damn.
Which who does Kendrick stands on?
Kendrick, hey man,
Sorry, Kendrick fans.
No,
Sorry,
they're
guys.
stands.
Okay.
They're stands.
Okay.
They've been at me.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna double down.
There you go.
Victory Lap over
Yeah.
Damn.
Yeah.
Most dead. Shout out to Brian. We gotta get that the grade in equal in. Everybody know what we're talking about.
Wow.
Yeah, nah, for sure. The Ladies Room Podcast, man. Check out Rizzo and Emma Reed to find out what the ladies are really talking about in the Ladies Room. You can catch up on past episodes and follow Ladies Room Podcast on IG and Facebook. One time for Coach Locke.
Shout out to the ladies.
Shout out to the ladies, man. Fresh for Dummies, man. Me and my dog Animal Brown is a self-help fashion podcast directly related to improving everyday fashion. You catch our latest issue, February Sneaker Extravaganza. Still up. Hey, listen.
Over 5 in February.
Hey, February's been tough, man. For sure. It's directly for the Coach Foul Show IG page of Fresh for Dummies, and simply search Fresh for Dummies on all your social media handles. Yeah, Bread Ones came out this weekend. Unsuccessful for your boy. It's all good. Not a big deal.
Why you ain't call me?
You gotta stop saying it every week and you ain't got no shoes.
I understand why you didn't call me.
Yeah, I don't have to call you for nothing, my man.
I'm gonna catch him. I'm gonna catch him.
You call him, he ain't gonna answer the phone.
I'm gonna pay a little retail for those.
He ain't gonna,
You want to go there? We're not answering the phone, really?
No, what I'm saying.
Yeah.
I'm saying. You call me about some shoes, anybody needs some shoes, holler at me. Get you some shoes.
I
You gotta
can't
work.
believe you just said that on air.
He
He'd cuss me out for saying that.
That's out of there.
He'd cuss me out for saying that.
All right. You can read up on your favorite FSP co-hosts. Purchase your FSP merchandise and catch up on past episodes from the other mentioned shows on the network and much, much more. Just simply search www.realvillemedia.com. Tell a friend to support the real.
RG!
He stretched that one out, didn't he?
Yeah, that was
Yeah, the Air Force was done. Yeah. He stretched that one out?
Yes.
I'm done with the ball.
I know you're never done.
Yeah, I'm done with the pause
Long
game,
run.
man.
Hell yeah, for sure. Yeah, Jeff,
Yes, sir.
you got 10 good resting seconds. Man.
Absolutely.
Let's get it going.
All right, real quick. Tonight is the Elimination Chamber pay-per-view. No predictions. I think it's going to be a terrible pay-per-view, but I'm still going to watch it because I pay my subscription every month. And then also, Tennessee's own Jeff Jarrett will be named to the WWE Hall of Fame this coming up WrestleMania weekend. So congratulations to him.
J-E-double-F.
J-A-double-R.
Woo!
E-double-T.
Woo! Jeff Jarrett, for sure. Question of the week, man.
Uh-oh.
Which Olympic winter game could you successfully complete? We'll start off first with the short track speed skating. Going next with the downhill skiing. The third is the luge. And last but not least, the bobsledding. Successfully complete without breaking the bone.
You got to be a special human being
to do any of those.
Yeah.
What was the first one again?
It was a short track speed skating.
I can't do that.
I can't skate.
Yeah,
So,
you got bad angles. Man. I need ankle braces, tape, pads.
See, I would do bobsled, but then I might be on somebody's team like Jay. You
Yeah.
take a bad turn, we all
we
done.
all done.
Like-
And then he'll blame it on somebody
Like
else.
Cool Runnings.
Yeah.
Give me the luge. Give me the luge. Give me the luge. What you got, Weed?
I'm gonna go bobsled.
You bobsled.
God.
That's probably the only one
You mean, give me the luge.
Why though?
Have you seen
It's
the
like
Cool
it's-
Runnings?
Hell yeah, I've seen Cool Runnings. Have you seen Cool
I've
Runnings?
seen Cool
Is
Runnings.
it
For real?
I like
Probably
Cool
before
Runnings.
your time.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
Nah, I like
You
seeing
gotta
Cool
realize,
Runnings.
Weezy older than you look.
It's
You look
real.
12.
It's good.
That's for real.
I was 12 years old.
You look 12. What's that?
Before you went to the facial hair.
Yeah,
look,
for sure.
Yeah.
The LeBron.
It's definitely the LeBron.
That's the LeBron for sure. Tweet us with questions during the show at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment and give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page. On the iTunes page, please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell the friends that are watching the Winter Olympics.
Have you watched the Olympics yet?
I have. Not a lot, but I have.
Did
Not
you
yet,
watch
but
the
it will.
curling? The men want to go. That was killer.
For sure. I can do that curling. That curling, man. You got to be a different individual.
Different.
with curling.
Yeah.
For sure. The Revolution will be podcasting, for sure. Before we start the first half, you have a poll question for the people here.
Yes, sir.
Let the people hear.
This week's poll question is: which men's college basketball outhouse will be affected most from the recent scandals? Arizona,
Mm-hmm.
Kentucky, Michigan State. What to do?
You hungry, ain't you? Michigan State. All right, so Arizona, your coach is allegedly on wiretap saying I got 100 for him. So in turn, and now you've lost a couple of recruits that are committed. Yeah, Jackson, I think he'll end up going to Oregon.
He can come to Vandy.
Yeah, he's not coming to Vandy. He's keeping it west. So you got Michigan State. I think along with the Larry Nassar,
It's a lot going
with
on.
it, it's a lot going on in Michigan State.
Yeah.
So I say Arizona. For me, this is the team that's most affected by
I
this.
think Arizona for sure. But hey, DeAndre Ayton,
Yeah, but
cold.
28 and 18.
He might be the most college-ready player to go.
NBA ready.
NBA ready,
Yeah.
I'm saying. Most
Yeah.
freshmen from freshman standpoint.
Which, in what regards to what? Oh, you saying that out of this class?
Yeah, for sure.
Ooh, I don't know, man.
I think he's more ready than Trae Young is.
Yeah, I think Trae Young.
He starts tomorrow.
for sure.
Well, Trae Young starts tomorrow too.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, DeAndre Ayton is a man. He's a man playing
Yeah.
amongst kids, but I think Marvin Bagley is very, very ready, and also Michael Porter Jr. as well.
Well, Marvin Bagley, what position does he play in the NBA?
16.
I don't think he's too little.
Yeah, you're right.
I hope Michael Porter doesn't play at all.
Yeah,
Yeah. He can only hurt himself.
that's true. I agree. I don't think he
Team's not
plays.
going anywhere.
Yeah, bubble team.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Don't worry about it, bro.
yeah, most
Get
definitely.
that bag.
The bag is coming.
Yeah.
Top 3 pick.
Yeah.
You ready to get started first half, fellas?
Let's do it, sir.
Let's go. Let's go.
The first half is underway.
First half, man. Hottest sports news of the past week, like we do each and every week. Before we start, I'm J. Ho.
It's your boy Big Joe.
Weezy.
Alright, the one and only Big Bang.
That's you. Yeah.
It's me here.
Where can they catch you on social media, Weezy?
FSP_Weeds on IG.
Most definitely. Most definitely. Where you at on Twitter?
Twitter quiet.
Twi-
Twitter quiet.
Twitter.
Twitter quiet.
But you just tweeted, though.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
No, I didn't.
Yeah, you did. Most definitely.
I didn't tweet it all this week.
Oh, man. You do got a sports podcast. You ain't tweeted one time. Jeff, where you at with it on IG, champ?
Oh my God. Jay Easley 84 across all social media platforms.
For sure. Is it unlocked yet?
There you go.
Has your kingdom been open?
Yeah. I'm J. Hove everywhere.
Huh?
On all
Snapchat
social media. I don't know what you're talking about.
I get it every time on
I don't
that.
know what you're talking about. I don't know what
He
you're talking
stood every time.
about. I don't know what you're talking about.
Snapchat all day.
I don't even know what you're talking about. You try to play.
I get it
Just
every
don't
time.
do that.
I get it
Don't
every
do
time.
Don't,
It's a running
don't
joke.
follow with
It's just a
him.
running
Don't
joke.
follow with
It
him.
ain't no joke though. Y'all we're gonna play along with it. It ain't no joke.
The first half, man, we talking about the NBA All-Star.
fired this week, man, for saying that shit.
No, for sure. NBA All-Star game recap, man. In the first half, Team LeBron defeated Team Stephen. James was named NBA All-Star MVP for the third time in his career, and for the first time since 2008. Now, James is the oldest player in the game at 33 years old, playing his 14th All-Star game. Came close to a triple-double, 29 points, 10 rebounds, and 8 dimes. He only trails Kobe Bryant for the most MVPs. By one, Kobe has 4.
Mm-hmm.
Did you like the new NBA All-Star game format?
Loved it.
For sure.
Made the game a game.
Yeah.
They took it very serious.
They did.
Very competitive.
Most definitely.
Just air the draft next year to be perfect.
That's it. Yeah. This one worked for sure.
Was it me? Or did y'all see LeBron James? It's just like he's a new dude out there.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Rejuvenated.
He's rejuvenated for sure.
He got his players.
He winding up and got his players.
Yeah. He got the
He was
strength.
moving in the All-Star game like
Every January.
like a
Same
playoff game.
He was.
It
was
meant
intense.
something.
Yeah.
You know, their fourth quarter, they got, Dragic out of the game on Team LeBron. He had to get out of there.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Team Steph made a mistake, took Dame Lillard out because he was killing.
Yeah, he was cooked.
They took him out and put in,
Got it. That's Mike D'Antoni.
Yeah.
It's not. It
I'm
had nothing to do
gonna tell
with
you what
Team
hurt
Steph.
Team Steph.
Was
They
that?
took Dame Lillard out the game.
Him and Jimmy Butler.
Yeah, Jimmy Butler not playing was whack.
That
was whack. That was whack.
Did he know something we didn't?
But
Nah. I'm
he
telling
said he
you.
was hurt though. He
I'm
said he was
telling you, he
hurt.
had a long weekend.
He
Jimmy had a long weekend.
Nah, he
that
said
was
he was
weak.
hurt.
was in Canada.
Yeah, that was weak.
When he got hurt, the game back.
Nah, man, just
What they say was wrong with him? He didn't twist ACL, did he?
yeah, he tore his meniscus. Yeah,
How long? Yeah.
46. He'll be back for the playoffs.
Mm.
Do you think had anything to do with the cash prize that was involved?
That's a big difference. 1 to 25.
Yeah, man.
I mean, 1 to 50 is like flip a coin.
Yeah.
But 1 to 25, I'm going to get this one.
Yeah, nah, for sure. And each team also selected a charity, and the winning team was awarded $350,000 to give to a charity of its choice, and the losing team was given $150,000. So win-win all around for the charities. LeBron James got a Kia for being MVP that he could give to a local charity as well. So
He said he really drives his kid, too.
yeah, for sure.
Yeah.
He can still win a dunk contest too.
Live.
I'm telling you now.
Slow down.
Chill.
Slow down.
He can still win a dunk contest.
Slow down.
I promise you can still win one.
Okay.
Yeah.
He's never won one. So how do we...
I'm saying if he gets in the dunk contest, he might win it.
I mean, the excitement would be higher because
His
it's LeBron.
head's still above the rim, guy.
Yeah, nah, he's still
That's
bouncing.
true.
Stupid bouncing.
Yeah.
15 years in the league. Yeah, for sure.
Let's keep it in the NBA. Y'all.
Yeah, let's do it.
NBA Commissioner Adam Silver is no stranger to making adjustments to help better the game.
Mhm.
First off, revamping the All-Star game we just talked about, also proposing new gambling rules for the league. Silver has turned his sights to the structure of the NBA playoffs. He would like to remove the conferences in the playoff seedings and go to a 1-16 format to create more compelling matchups in the first couple of rounds. What do you guys think about that?
I think it would be better basketball. We'll see a lot better basketball in the first round.
Yeah.
Interesting new matchups. So if we were using a 1-16 seed today,
Right.
It'd be 9 teams in the West and I think 7 in the East. Do I think they should do it?
What about no conferences though?
Yeah.
That's rough.
Just for the seedings.
It's just I think it'll be harder for LeBron. That's why
He's against it.
yeah, for sure, because he won't be able to waltz into the finals every year.
Jordan
Like he does. Nah, Jordan had way. Come on, don't do that.
No, let's talk about that though. That's not a bad point we just making right there. Because did he go against? Were there really 8 solid teams in the East?
No, it wasn't 8, but it wasn't 8 in the West either. The East was a superior conference when Jordan was playing.
Let's do it.
The East
Bulls
was
were 1.
yeah.
Knicks were 2.
The Heat was solid.
Knicks were
Pacers.
2. Pacers were 3 or 4
Yeah.
mostly. Heat
When he was playing, the Pistons were good too.
first run and second.
Yeah,
run.
the
Second
first-
run they weren't good.
Early
Yeah,
in
second
the
run,
year.
yeah.
Early
Yeah.
in his
In the
career.
second run, he had Orlando, so you don't even want to bring up that.
So we got 5 teams. Give or
The
take.
West was terrible back then.
So they had Houston,
Yeah, Phoenix,
Seattle, Phoenix,
and Portland.
Portland.
Done. That's it. That's
You
it.
never go Utah. It's double. That's
Utah,
That's
yeah.
2 MVPs for Karl Malone.
Yeah,
And the Spurs with David Robinson.
Spurs wasn't good.
They were a top 5 seed.
Well, we just went through 6 teams that was good in the East.
I don't think it was that big. I think the
in
West has
the East right now.
throughout our life is what I'm
Mhm.
saying. I think the West has been a more dominant conference throughout our life.
Throughout, for sure.
I
But
like
he said when Jordan was playing. When Jordan was playing, the West
We
was
saw
superior.
Jordan.
We didn't say the Lakers when the Lakers in the first half. And then in the second half, that switch.
The Lakers were only there Jordan's first run.
I'm telling you, man. But I think it would be difficult for them to even do it because 20 of the
True.
30 teams have to agree to do it.
Yeah.
So, but I think it'll help the actual games in the first round. But LeBron James knows how his bread is buttered.
Yeah.
And he knows that Eastern Conference, staying in that East, it'll affect free agency too. Because you got to think about it. Now people are like, well, shit. It don't matter if I'm playing in the West. I'm still going to have to see Steph. I'm still going to have to see Russell Westbrook and them, so.
And
it's more of a,
is it funny to you that people don't seem to think about that as much for free agency though? Like they still go West.
Yeah, not for sure.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
As much as
People don't care.
Yeah. It's
Yeah,
weird.
I would go East for sure.
Easy.
A lot easy. Let's move on to a change of scenery in the NFL.
Nice.
The Chiefs and Rams pulled off the second big trade of the offseason, which sent Marcus Peters to the Los Angeles Rams. Now, the Rams acquired one of the best cornerback talents in the NFL, and the Chiefs are moving on from a player that's going to be a bit polarizing for the organization. While Peters is still a great player, the Chiefs didn't seem to be too happy with his outburst this season. Big deal, little deal, no deal for this year.
It's a huge deal.
Yeah.
Huge deal. He went to the Rams, probably going to make them the best defense in the league next year.
The Rams need another cornerback for sure
Yeah.
because they're going to place the franchise tag on LaMarcus Joyner, Jermaine Johnson. They already did that to him for the last 2 seasons. So
And they defensive coordinator, they got Wade Phillips.
yeah,
Everywhere that man goes, it's number one defense.
This helped both teams.
yeah,
Obviously, Kansas City couldn't contain him.
hell no.
He had too big of a personality for them. For something,
Yeah.
because to just give him away like that, and he wasn't costing them a lot of money on
Nah.
the contract.
No, they said he was insane. He was insane in Washington when he got kicked out of that school.
Yeah.
And, when he got there, got drafted, he's had, 19 picks since he's been in the NFL?
See, Kansas City ain't got no OGs on that team to calm him down.
Nah.
They don't have any OGs on that team. They
Nah.
respect enough to be like,
I
hey,
can see
chill
that.
out.
Yeah, Eric Berry, he's a nice guy.
He's a nice
You
guy.
know what I'm saying? So,
They got, the Rams got Ogletree, and what's the lineman? What's the lineman they got? Your boy.
Aaron Donald.
Aaron Donald.
Yeah. Yeah, they got some players on
They
that
got
team.
some OGs on that team.
And on the offensive side of the ball, too. So, I think he'll just be a little bit more respected. He's back closer to home, playing on the West Coast. So, it'll be good for him. But I'm telling you, this is going to be very similar to my man Jackrabbit. Janoris Jenkins left the Rams and went to the Giants. Was a Pro Bowler, all-pro player the next year. It's going to be the same thing. It just didn't work out in Kansas City for him.
Rams definitely came up.
Yeah.
Let's move back to the NBA real quick.
Okay.
Kawhi Leonard, his season may be done after playing just 9 games. He still has an injury to his right quad. Shout out to Zaza Pachulia. He's 30th player in the league. So, that happened last year's playoffs. He never really recovered back from that as well. Quick plot twist, though. Kawhi's been cleared to return, but he doesn't want to come back. What's going on in San Antonio?
It's similar. Nobody wants to go through. You have to realize the NBA's doctors are hired by the teams. So in turn, I heard Shaq say the same thing. They're not hired to what's the best benefit of the player.
Right.
Clearly, we saw with IT. IT was told to come back and play on the injured hip when he should have been out in March of 2017. So in turn, he came back after the clearance of the team doctors. In turn, the team doctor let him play all the way up until May, and now his hip still isn't 100% healed. So nobody's going to risk any other things to kind of jeopardize their career by listening to team doctors anymore. And there's been a discrepancy between the team doctors and Kawhi's people. So in turn, he's like, I'm going to go to somebody else, an outside source. And once I'm cleared from that, that's when I'm cleared.
Has he played his last game in San Antonio?
No.
Absolutely. I think so.
Popovich had the same problems with LaMarcus Aldridge. He came and said he wanted to be traded. No NBA players risking their livelihood the way that Isaiah Thomas did. And now I'm telling you, Isaiah Thomas will not get a max contract because of the team doctors. And he should sue. They fired the whole staff.
Yeah.
They've been working there for 30 years, Jeff. And they misdiagnosed this kid, and now his career is in jeopardy. He's not the same player he was because of a misdiagnosis.
I think next year he'll be all right.
You don't think he's the same player?
I mean, he's not 100%. And in turn, if he would have rested, he would be back at 100% by now. That's what I'm saying. But he kept playing on it and further ruined it. But yeah, I mean, Pop will get with him like how you got with LaMarcus Aldridge, kind of straighten, smooth things out. It'll be fine. San
It's an
Antonio,
old team too, man.
he
It's an
fits.
old team.
They said they're having trouble getting people to come play with Kawhi. So
I can see
That's
that.
what I was going next. It's like, and then his contract's not up this summer, but it's next summer.
Yeah.
But if they can't get him under a long-term deal right now, he might be gone, man.
yeah, he can escape the contract in 2019 with a player option. So they have time. There's plenty of time to do that. But what I'm saying is, when Kawhi Leonard is playing, he's a top 5 player in the NBA.
No doubt.
No question.
No doubt.
So they'll figure it
I
out.
just wanted to get cut back now, like Sacramento did with DeMarcus Cousins.
See what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And I'm telling you, it's going to be tough for Boogie to get a max contract very similar to anybody else because it's an Achilles.
If they lose Kawhi Leonard, Pop will retire next 2-3 years too.
He's done enough.
Yeah,
I mean, he has nothing proven.
Nah,
You
but
know
That's going to be tough,
Yeah.
for sure. Let's move on to the most scrutinized job in sports, the black quarterback. Bill Polian. Someone needs to take the microphone away from him. Or just at least let him stop talking about Lamar Jackson. Now, he started to make himself sound a little ridiculous today, Polian. Tried to explain about his logic about Lamar Jackson having to switch to wide receiver. He said Lamar Jackson is not a quarterback and he needs to be on the field at all times. Where do you guys stand with Bill Polian's outlook on Lamar Jackson?
Let me pick these words correctly.
Lamar Jackson's a quarterback.
That's it.
That's it.
That's it.
We never seen him play wide receiver. That's it. Period.
No, I'm not taking nothing for nobody.
Yeah.
I watch a lot of college football.
You do.
That's your wheelhouse.
Yeah, for sure.
And Lamar Jackson looks good in a spread offense. Looks good. Now and then when it comes to throwing the football in the NFL, I'm not saying he can't do it, but it would be like, you know what? If you had a first round pick and you got Lamar Jackson right there and Sam Darnold, I don't think it's even a question.
The most scrutinized thing that they're saying about Lamar Jackson is his lack of consistent accuracy, right? Wow. You know who had the same problems last year? They were saying that consistent accuracy was a problem last year? Deshaun Watson.
No, Deshaun Watson.
That's what they said. The exact same thing they said. That's what they said.
This kid ain't Deshaun Watson. This kid is good.
Same conference.
This kid is fast. This kid's athletic. This kid's electric. This kid ain't Deshaun Watson.
Yes,
I promise you.
he's the height of a quarterback. He has the arm strength of a quarterback. He doesn't have the arm strength of a quarterback.
Jamie, you talk about him on the phone all the time. You say,
he has the skills of a quarterback.
I'm not saying he's an NFL
He has
quarterback.
the mindset of a
I'm
quarterback.
just telling you. Any team that takes him, he's a project.
If Marcus Mariota can be a starting quarterback in the NFL, you can do the same thing.
Hell yeah.
Same thing.
And
they both say that. You say that. That makes a lot of sense, Jeff.
Yeah.
But
you make adjustments to that team. You picture Lamar Jackson with the weapons Deshaun Watson had at Clemson and Louisville.
Preach. That's what I'm
That
saying.
was no disrespect to any of those kids that played in Louisville. That was a one-man show for 2 years. We got to watch and experience like none of.
Nobody on the offensive side of the ball will play in the NFL on that team. Nobody.
He got to sit.
I'm telling you. And the big deal they say about him is his slight build.
Yeah.
Yeah. Guess how many games he missed in his 3 years at Louisville? To injury.
Go ahead.
None. He missed none. And he was getting creamed in those games.
God.
Was he a second-round pick?
Will he be a second-round pick?
He deserves to be. I'm telling you, man.
I don't think he'll be a second-round pick, but he should be.
I think he'll be a second-round pick. He's a playmaker from the quarterback position. He deserves a chance. He's a quarterback. Shut the hell up, Bill Polian.
So, he's a backup in San Francisco. You can take him right now.
Yeah, tomorrow. Hell yeah.
Yes. Buffalo.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. Hell yeah.
Yes.
You'll be a fool. He better than Marcus Mariota right now.
Okay. Let's. Oh man.
He's
man.
rough for Mariota, man.
Yeah. All right. Let's keep it on scrutinized people, man.
Sure.
Daryl Bubba Wallace.
Man, shout out to Bubba Wallace.
Shout out to Bubba Wallace.
Yeah.
Was the highest African American ever to finish at the Daytona 500 this year.
Sure.
He finished second overall. Big deal, little deal, guy.
Huge deal.
Huge deal.
That's a huge deal. For
Shout out
sure.
his name being Bubba Wallace.
Shout out to Bubba. Yeah, for sure.
It prefers to be called
Yeah,
Bubba.
for sure.
Yeah.
All the way straight Alabama kid.
Yeah.
Got the Southern charm.
Yeah.
Dirt track background. Listen, man. And he can drive.
Yeah.
See?
And he can drive. This is the thing.
Something
Man.
different. Here we come.
We need this.
NASCAR needs this.
NASCAR needs this, for
Their
sure.
ratings are slipping.
Yeah.
They're losing their traditional fans.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
I'm just saying.
Serena Williams got us playing tennis.
Yeah.
And then we swimming because the girl in the Olympics.
Yeah.
Then we can start driving cars.
We need this.
Hey.
Yeah, we need this, for sure. No, it's a good thing, and he has good people around him. He got Joe Gibbs around. I think it's one of those things where, like you were saying, Jeff, it can turn the interest of this sport back around to a younger audience, a different demographic, and it'll be good, man. It wasn't a fluke when he came in second.
No.
But the funny thing is, we are celebrating somebody coming in second, so you know where we at with it.
Yeah.
You know, so
But you know, I don't follow NASCAR like all year round like most people do.
Yeah.
You know, but it's just one of those things like even we all know that Daytona 500 is. I didn't even know what was going on this year.
Me neither.
You know what I mean? So to hear that, then go back and kind of recheck what happened is crazy. But I think it's a good thing for the sport.
Nah, Rich Petty Motorsports, they need this.
Yeah.
Man, NASCAR needs this. The only thing I'm worried about is, sponsorship to sponsor an African American in a tough sport for him, for sure. But he'll get there.
Rick Ross get back out there in the car. You
Almost there.
Him climb out the car.
Yeah, we need that. Yeah, for sure.
With checkers.
We need that check.
FSP.
Listen, Bubba Wallace.
FSP.
I wish they had jerseys. I wear that Bubba Wallace jersey. I'm not wearing a jacket. Grown man. In Texas. Nope. Can't wear no loud ass jacket. But I will support the hair. I get a t-shirt. You know, a t-shirt.
How they have a t-shirt with the car right
for
there.
sure.
Why
Give
the
me
jacket? Why not the jacket, man?
I'm not wearing that jacket.
What was given to you?
Yeah, I'm not paying. I'm gonna get a t-shirt. Hell yeah, I'm gonna get a Bubba Wallace t-shirt though. You better know it. We get a Bubba Wallace t-shirt. Kimber's always on. Already start with halftime.
Yeah,
let's go.
We're at the midway point. Enjoy all of the halftime festivities.
Halftime is sponsored by the Player's Guide to College Hoops, the who, what, when, where, and how of being recruited. 2017 inductee into the Southeastern Conference's class of women's legends, Deanna D. Davis, is launching her own book on March 17th, 2018. D. Davis was drafted to the WNBA Houston Comets after graduating from Vanderbilt University. After leaving Houston, Davis will go on to play in training camps in Seattle and San Antonio, in addition to playing internationally in Sarajevo, Bosnia. The Player's Guide to College Hoops is a compilation of easy-to-understand strategies for up-and-coming players, plus words of wisdom and personal stories that detail her inspiring journey. Dee will be having a book launch on Saturday, March 17th, 2018 at University School of Nashville from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Central Standard Time. To place orders for the book, contact Dee Davis at area code 513-225-4205. Her email address is Davis, Davis 84 at yahoo.com, or the website www.ddavisbasketball.com/ddavis/book. Again, Dee will be having a book launch on Saturday, March the 17th, 2018 at University School of Nashville from 3 p.m. to 6 p.m. Go out and support and tell her the guys from Full Sport Press sent you. Yes, sir. Shout out to D. Davis for sponsoring halftime, and y'all go check out and tell the guys from Full Sport Press. Since you, Coach Brown is on assignment. Shout out to that. Yeah, so we got Where Are They Now? Have you ever wondered what happened to your favorite athlete from your childhood?
We have too.
I'm sorry.
We have too.
Got one job.
We have too.
For sure. This week's Where Are They Now is Hasheem Thabeet. Standing 7 feet 3 inches tall, Hasheem Thabeet emerged on the national scene in 2009, averaging 13 points and 10 rebounds, and was named Big East Cold Player of the Year. Who was the Player of the Year with him in 2009?
Who is that?
Nobody got a guess? Anybody got a guess?
No. Go ahead.
Play for Pitt?
Go ahead.
Dwan Blair.
I'm playing with no ACL.
No ACL. And he was named second team All-American and National Defensive Player of the Year. In 2009, Thabeet helped lead UConn to their first Final Four appearance since 2004. Thabeet was selected with the second overall pick in the 2009 NBA draft by the Memphis Grizzlies, becoming the first Tanzanian-born NBA player. In 2010, Thabeet became the highest NBA draft pick that was sent to the D-League. In February 2011, Thabeet was traded along with a future first-round pick to the Houston Rockets, and this will become a reoccurring theme, Weezy. In 2012, he was traded for a second-round pick to the Blazers, and he signed with the OKC Thunder in 2012. And on August 26, 2014, he was traded again to the Philadelphia 76ers. And this was his last season in the NBA. Thabit currently plays with the Yokohama B Corsairs of the Japanese B League. Not the A League, the B League. Thabit's NBA career average is 2 points and 3 rebounds. Hashim Thabit.
How much money you make in the NBA?
Where are they now? It's a good question. Probably something you could have looked up. Or anybody could have looked up. Yeah, for sure. Was Hashim Thabit the biggest number 2 overall bust in NBA history?
Yeah, the wall bloods.
That hurts.
I'm stuck
That
on
hurts.
that, Paul.
Yeah.
Yeah. Anyway, no.
Yeah.
Biggest number 2. No.
Think about it.
Who else is bigger than him? Number 2.
Yeah, so you got Darko Milicic.
That's who it is.
You got Stromile Swift.
That's my guy.
Woo.
That's just because that's my guy.
Hey,
It might be
so-
Darko. It might be Darko.
It's Darko.
Darko
It's
didn't play.
Hashim Thabit.
It's Darko.
How long?
Dude, Darko at least averaged 11 points a game one year. This man averaged 2 points a game, dog. What are y'all saying?
It's Darko. It's Darko.
No, dude, it is Hashim Thabit. What the hell?
Stroman.
Yeah.
Stroman.
Man,
That's my
Stroh.
guy, though.
His career earnings in his 4 seasons playing in the NBA was $11 million. That's gone.
Yeah, it's gone.
Yeah, he ain't got that.
Yeah, it's gone.
That's why he's still.
Hashim Thabit is the biggest bust at the number 2 overall pick in NBA history. It's not even close.
Why don't you play for the big 3?
He can't play. Dead. Hashim Thabit can't play dead.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure. That hurts.
That game didn't translate at all.
That game did not translate to the NBA at all. And I thought it would. You know, 7'3",
Yeah.
rim protector.
Yeah.
Tell you what,
Mm-hmm.
you better you put your money. Yeah,
We talking about UConn players?
yeah, UConn players.
Yeah.
For sure.
You know,
That's exactly what I'm
talking
talking
about.
about.
UConn players?
Yeah, most
Yeah.
definitely.
Clean that up for you, that player. All right.
Y'all ready to get started with the second
That's
half?
sponsorship here,
We
man.
have to. Shout out to D-Day. Let's go.
The second half is underway.
Second half, most infamous college sports scandals show. Easy for me to say. I am J Ho.
It's your boy, Big Jeff.
It's your boy Weezy. What's cracking?
What's cracking with you?
What's going on, man?
Let's get it going. For as long as there have been sports, there have been cheating, man.
Yep.
When it comes to college athletics and the NCAA, most of the cheating scandals occur off the field, but nevertheless, gone down in history as the momentous college sports scandals. Because college sports is a multi-million-dollar non-profit amateur organization, there are very strict rules about what constitutes cheating. What makes for a college sports scandal? Players accepting money of any kids is a college sports cheating scandal. So what we're focusing on, not necessarily scandals that are things like Jerry Sandusky and Penn State.
Oh, boy.
We're focusing, or Manti Te'o with his catfish girlfriend, or the Baylor scandal that went on
For years.
For years.
Yeah.
We are focusing more on things that are making players ineligible. Whether money was involved, things of that nature. FSP is here to break down most of those, the top ones that come to mind, FSP style.
As the great Lester Freeman from the Wine would say, follow the money.
You gotta follow the money, for sure. So, without further ado, let's get started with SMU, man, getting the death penalty in the 1980s. Now, the Pony Express, I'm sure everybody has seen the great 30 for 30, the Pony XS that came on ESPN. It's one of the most successful ground games in all of college football during the 80s. He was on probation 5 times from between 1975 and 84. This is a little bit before our time, but at the same time, this is the only college to ever get the death penalty. So
They just didn't care.
they just didn't
They
care.
got called.
They just kept going. Pull up in Corvettes, getting people, moms, cribs. Dude, SMU received the death penalty for the 1987 season, and they decided to set out that 1988 season before restoring football as a varsity sport in 1990, and they never truly bounced back. The last season they were invited to a bowl game since 1985. It was when June Jones was there and led the Mustangs to a 45-10 victory.
They didn't care.
No, they clearly just didn't care. Yeah.
I guess they knew they were caught. And eventually they were going to get caught, right?
Yeah.
So why not? Like, let's just keep doing it.
And the school is yet to recover. And it was a powerhouse, though. Yeah, Eric Dickerson, who went there. It's just one of those things with college football. I think people saw this as a landmark and say, all right, we can't be outright cheating like this. Those guys, Eric Dickerson, the stuff that he was saying that he was getting, the cars, money, the excess.
He loves talking about it too.
Oh, he loves talking about it, for sure.
He loves talking about it.
Yeah, for sure. Let's move on to Louisville, man. Using sex workers to entice recruits and key players in 2015 to 18.
Pitino said he doesn't recall any of this.
You know,
She didn't know about nothing.
in 2018, the NCAA stripped the University of Louisville's men's basketball team of his 2013 national championship that Rick Pitino has tatted on his arm.
Right.
Yeah, he won.
He did win. This is the thing about taking away championships.
Okay.
Vacate the wins.
Yeah.
Don't take the championships.
Okay.
Because there's rings.
That's personal for him.
No, for sure. You can vacate it. But there's
That's personal.
rings. There's video.
He got one for the hill.
No, listen.
That was
Louisville.
that one might be good.
No, we're good.
Okay.
We're good. Because this is the thing about these. And, on every sports channel, they will be talking about the current climate of college basketball. We'll never know if Tony Bradley received this money that they're saying that he did.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, we don't know that. That's just like DeAndre Ayton. DeAndre Ayton 6 months ago said, hey, I don't know what they're talking about.
Yeah.
I didn't get any of that money. So until they get a complete wire transfer saying that Tony Bradley got this money, and then the money they was given, come on, y'all. It was, what, 15? Nah, come on, man.
15,000 ain't nothing.
That's enough to get through 1 year of college.
It's all you need.
Think about
Somebody gave you 15,000 while you on the yard and shit.
Yeah.
Woo.
Would have been in trouble.
Yeah, exactly.
Been in trouble. Yeah, Tony Bradley kicked it. He kicked it. We don't know if he got that, though. We can't prove that. We can't deny it.
Does Rick Pitino have to get the tattoo covered up?
Nah, he got listen.
Pitino said he don't know nothing about it. He said he was unaware of anything.
What my man saying about it here? They can't deny what we worship.
They can't deny what we worship. With the fake waving and everything.
They can't, dog. They ain't gonna never. Hey, listen, they can take it down. Guess what? We always got one for the hill. You better know. Now, Coach Pitino resigned over the scandal, and the team faced several infractions, including a $600,000 fine. So, Rick Pitino will never coach college basketball again.
Basketball, period.
Who wants to coach anything else if you're Rick Pitino?
He won't coach NBA.
No.
That's
There's no
block
reason
too hot
for
for
that.
that.
For sure. Yeah, no reason for that. But
You don't think I have Division II school?
I think he's done. He's an older cat.
He is. You forget about that. You're right.
Yeah, he brought a championship to Kentucky, and he brought a championship to Louisville. He will always be a god in the state of Kentucky.
About 10 years now, they'll pay him to do an interview for 30 for 30.
And he'll still deny it. For
Man,
sure.
he gonna take all them cats from Kentucky down with him, and then go make a Louisville and bring them with him as well.
Nah, for sure, man. Let's move on.
Here we go.
To North Carolina.
Yeah.
18 years of academic cheating at the University of North Carolina.
Goodness.
Allegedly.
That's why I should have went. I would have got him.
Yeah, for sure. You've been writing those things. For sure. You've been writing those things.
18 years.
18 years. From 1993 to 2011, the University of North Carolina helped 3,100 students get good grades with little work. For sure. The scheme involved nearly 200 laxly administered grad classes, frequently required no attendance in just one paper classes, and over nearly 2 decades in the African American Afro Studies Department. Why got to be the African American department?
No, why I gotta be 18 years though?
18 years.
I see why Sean wants to give you hell. 18 years, dude.
Their students were athletes, especially in the lucrative, high-profile sports of football and men's basketball. Hundreds of classes required little work and had no faculty involvement. And many of the students involved were student athletes for sure. So let's talk about the penalty. This is the penalty. The NCAA did not dispute that the University of North Carolina was guilty of running one of the worst academic frauds in college sports history, involving fake classes that enabled dozens of athletes to gain their eligibility, right?
Right.
But there were no penalties given to the University of North
That
Carolina.
was crazy.
Because no rules were broken.
Yeah.
In a ruling that caused head scratching everywhere, except for people that
Got one for the hill.
got one for the hill, they announced that it could not punish the university or its athletic program because the quote-unquote paper classes were not available exclusively to athletes. Other students in North Carolina had access to the fraudulent classes as well.
That was smart.
So we kept all those wins.
I remember that day.
For sure.
You were.
It was a good day. It was one of the good days. But yeah, not for sure, man. For 18 years, hey, Weezy would have been in that class.
I definitely would have been in that class.
Yeah, African American Studies class,
African American study.
I'm hot. Why does it just be history? Why you got to be African American? I'm hot about that.
Yeah.
Shout out to the guys in North Carolina, man. We got one still. We're going to keep this Tony Bradley one, too, for sure. I'm telling you, most definitely. Now, let's move on to some more cheating that happens at the University of Florida State.
It's bad.
Now, in the spring of 2007, several Florida State student athletes were accused of receiving answers to an online exam in a music history course prior to the exam. The NCAA penalized FSU by stripping the school of scholarships from 10 teams involved and forcing the school to invalidate all wins from 2006 and 2007, which messed up Bobby Bowden.
That was bad.
Yeah, it messed up his all-time winning list, being number one with that. His precious wins record.
Yeah.
But it's his damn fault. It's his damn fault. Roll damn tide.
Yeah.
Damn, bro.
I got a problem with this one.
Yeah,
It was music history, right?
yeah.
If you're in music history, just go to class. That's all you gotta do is go to class.
Yeah, just go to that class.
Yeah, just go to that class.
Make that class.
Sign the roll.
Yeah.
And that's it.
Look, man. Nah.
Speak on you guys,
Yeah.
Well, we already got punished for it.
Yeah.
You know what this was.
Yeah.
Go to class.
Yeah.
Want to.
Yeah.
We got you.
We got you.
That's all it was.
That's all you
Yeah, we
need.
got caught.
And you got jammed up. And names were mentioned.
Man.
Names were mentioned. For sure.
I remember when it came with this service, I said, music. Come on, y'all.
They got Bobby for that
Sign the
too.
roll.
Yeah, that hurt.
That hurt Bobby.
Because that's what he was there for. The last
Yeah,
couple of
he
years,
needed
he was
it.
bringing our school down.
Yeah, he needed that.
Yeah.
He's with no headset on. Ain't coaching shit.
At all.
He's just there.
He's walking
Just
around.
calling time out.
Oh man, listen.
Yeah.
Jimbo was coaching that team.
You got 3 timeouts.
Yeah.
That's all you do. Timeouts. Let's go for this.
Don't you think we should take a timeout right now?
Let's go for this.
I don't know what's going on in my ear. Ain't nothing in my ear. He ain't had no headset
Not at
on.
all.
Come on, Bobby.
Well, they wanted him to get the wins, man. But we knew he lost that team like Jimbo lost the team last 2 years.
He didn't lose that
Shout
team.
out to Willie Taggart.
Yo, why- I'm
Jimbo
telling-
didn't lose the team
Nah,
last 2
hell
years.
nah. He lying.
Jimbo lost that team.
No, he did. No, he did, man. Well, I'm telling you.
No, year before last, they had a good team.
Yeah, hell yeah.
No, we had a good team. We underperformed. You talking about Francois' freshman year?
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we underperformed that year.
Underperforming, y'all still playing y'all playing the music in a New York in the New
New
Year's
Year's
Day.
Day.
Yeah.
But
What the hell?
as you said a few episodes ago,
Talk to me.
with those recruiting classes that we brought in at Florida State, that's underperforming.
Oh, for sure.
So that's why I'm not mad that he's gone. Let's go
I'm
with the
telling
team.
you. Yeah, all right. You looking for that, Willie?
Let's go
Okay.
with the team.
Ain't gonna hurt. Let's move on, man. Colorado recruited players with strippers and drugs in 2004.
That's just the way.
I know for sure.
Colorado all of a sudden, right?
Yeah.
2004.
How convenient.
The scandal around the football team was the perfect definition of lack of institutional control. The Buffaloes were accused of providing recruits with strippers, escorts, sex, and drugs. And many also said the school nearly condoned rape as well.
Good God.
That's tough. Former Colorado kicker Katie Nita said that she was raped and sexually harassed by teammates, and 8 more women came to confront these actual accusations as well. Charges were, of course, dropped, but the damage was done. Gary Barnett was caught luring recruits with strippers and sex, and he also mocked the kicker after she was allegedly raped by a player. So he was forced to resign.
Yeah.
School,
Yeah.
gotta go.
Yeah.
School was placed on probation. Scholarships, of course, were revoked. And Barnett was fired a year later. From Boise State coach Dan Hawkins was hired. And the Buffaloes haven't recovered. They're 17-30 in the now over Hawkins era. Colorado football has been down ever since Rashawn Salam, Cordell Stewart.
Cordell Stewart, for
Yeah.
sure. Yeah. That's when it's time been good.
Yeah, last time it was good. They had some players, though.
I mean,
But,
you can't be out here just. Look, we joke about academic scandals.
oh, for sure.
Showing up to no-show class.
Yeah.
That's a joke. I mean, that's funny.
Yeah.
What they were doing.
No, that was wild.
That
that was wild.
Control.
Yeah, for sure. I'm just surprised they didn't get more sanctions put on them
I agree.
after how they said it's a lack of institutional control. That's the definition of it right there.
Most of them.
Most definitely. Moving to Maurice Claret, man. Took thousands of benefits from 2001 to 2002. After using Claret to help him get a national championship in 2002, he was dismissed from the team in September 2003 after said he had took almost $10,000 worth of clothes, electronic equipment, CDs, and cash taken from a car that belonged from a local dealership. Claret's situation seems eerily similar to somebody we'll talk about at the end of the program.
Mm-hmm.
And also, he only played 1 season for Ohio State, course dismissed, and he was suspended that entire season, but they let him keep his quote-unquote academic scholarship. This is the thing about Ohio State and Jim Tressel. This was the first sign of crazy shit that we're going to go with. Because we're going to get right to him in a few here.
Yeah.
But Claret was a lunatic. No question. Everybody know Marcus Claret was a damn lunatic.
Yeah.
Yeah, for sure.
He looked like it.
Yeah, for sure. He was a lunatic. And then as he became a little bit more mature, 10 years after the fact, now he's, helping out kids and stuff like that. But
What a talent.
oh, Marcus Claret was a dog.
What a talent.
Oh, he was a dog. We wasn't mentioned, and we're going to bring it up real quick. Memphis SAT scandal.
Oh, yeah.
We
Calipari. With Derrick Rose, he said that, this was in 2011, said that Derrick Rose had somebody sit in and take the SAT for him.
Yeah. Didn't he get Derrick Rose's mom a job up there too?
I don't know anything about that. I don't know anything about that.
Y'all don't know about
Yeah,
that.
Derrick Rose left for the NBA. John Calipari moved on to Kentucky.
Don't matter to them.
Hey, and
Memphis.
It don't matter to them.
Memphis.
She got a good Reebok deal now. It don't matter.
Adidas, yeah, for sure. They caked up.
Yeah, everybody.
Everybody get a salary.
Would Derrick Rose play in the NBA again?
I think so.
He's been picked up by now. He's going to play this year.
He's done. Derrick Rose never played in the NBA again. And that is the saddest shit I've ever seen in my life.
That story, from what you just brought up, the SAT to now.
Yep.
That's the 30 for 30.
That's it.
That's the 30
That's
for
where
30.
it starts.
My God.
I went down here. Let's move back to Ohio State. I just want to talk about Derrick Rose. Ohio State players suspended for tattoos.
This was dumbest. I'm
Yeah,
sorry.
okay,
Go
no,
ahead.
it is.
Go ahead.
In 2010, 3 Ohio State players were suspended for 4 games for selling championship rings and other Ohio State merchandise in exchange for tattoos. It equaled up to approximately $14,000. Now, it's Terrell Pryor, Dan Heron, Devier Posey, Big Ten offensive tackle Mike Adams, and Solomon Thomas set out 5 games during the season.
That's
This-
right when tattoos were running the world.
Tattoos was big. It's
That's when
Wayne
Wayne was running the world.
talking about he was tearing
Yeah.
up like a subway in Harlem.
Yeah.
The university tried to get out of this one. Saying that they would return the money, the bowl money, go on 2 years, self-imposed probation, and use 5 fewer scholarships. NCAA was like, no, it's not enough. Trust will get your ass out of here.
You were in the sweater vest.
For sure. Gave a bowl ban on Urban Meyer's first year, and with a 1 year of probation as well. So
That was
It ruined Jim Tressel.
Jim Tressel he's the I think he's the athletic director at now he's the president at Youngstown State. So
Yeah, it ruined him.
I ain't never bounced back. Sweater vest,
young sweater vest.
sweater vest Tressel. This is go ahead. No, you got it.
This was the one to me. It was
Mhm.
like, pay these guys.
Yeah, oh man,
They
this
shouldn't
is
be
the
having-
one.
They
Yeah,
shouldn't, my bad. They shouldn't be having to use
yeah.
their championship memorabilia to pay for a damn tattoo.
For damn tech.
damn tattoo.
They don't have money.
I know.
Like they don't have money. I mean,
So
they
it's
do.
It's a barter system.
Yeah, no,
So
for sure.
no. Obviously, they didn't.
Yeah.
If they got to take that to get, so they did it the right way.
Yeah. But if it wasn't for Urban Meyer going there, Ohio State would have went. Like they would have been done.
Yeah.
They would have been. I'm talking about
They
done.
got a hell of a recruiter.
Ah,
Right
man.
after that. Yeah.
I miss him so much. I'm telling you, man. Urban
Why
Meyer.
did he? Oh, he was having health issues in Florida, right?
That's stress.
Yeah.
That Florida stress.
That's my biggest shot. He's nowhere on this list. Florida's
And listen,
nowhere on this list.
Listen,
Reggie
it
Nelson.
ain't came out yet.
Listen,
No, but they were
that
beating
30
each
for
other up,
30 about what went on. It's gonna happen when
Them championship years.
It's gonna happen when
Yeah.
my dog retires. When Joe Hayden's
Pound season.
both Pouncies,
Yeah, I mean, come on, all them
Reggie
guys,
Nelson.
T-Ball, Reggie Nelson, come on, man.
Percy.
Percy
There's some
Harvin,
stuff going on now.
come on, man. T-Ball was, I know T-Ball had a big boy house up there, man.
They
You know T-Ball had a big boy
They
house.
say Hernandez shot somebody.
And Tebow picked him up and took him out or something like that. Like, come on,
It's
man.
going down, man. It's going down in Gainesville. Shout out to the boys, man. Shout out to the boys.
It better been Miami, Florida State. It's been all over the news. But
What happened in Gainesville? Yeah, shit. We got 2 championships out of it.
That's it.
Yeah.
That's it. That's all you got too.
This-
We don't-
Y'all had one in what?
Yeah,
2000.
shit.
Got one in what? 2014.
I got number 2.
Shit, we got more than that. We got one in 96 too.
We got one last too. We went 3 straight years. Huh?
What you talking about?
Huh? We went 3 straight
Come
This
years.
what
on,
I'm trying to tell y'all.
Come on,
Listen,
man.
watch how we'll attack. They're gonna be terrible. I'm gonna love it too. University of Miami boosted Nevin Shapiro wreaks havoc in 2011. Nevin Shapiro, who was serving 20 years in jail for running a Ponzi scheme, basically blew up the whole spot in 2011. Said he distributed illegal gifts to over 100 football and basketball players at the University of Miami. Now, the school went ahead and said they positioned for at least one of the players involved, named Ja'Cory Harris. Remember how good Ja'Cory Harris was in Miami?
You swag, man.
Yeah, for sure.
You swag.
It was him. It was Olivier Vernon, who plays for the Giants now. Said that they were getting right around $4,000 a week from Nevin Shapiro for quote-unquote good games.
Yeah.
So the NCAA suspended most of those players and stripped the U of 9 scholarships. And it really set them back a couple of years.
Really, truly.
It did, for sure, because that's when they had my man, who was the man that was coaching in the suit all the time?
Oh, what's his name?
I can never think of
Yeah,
it.
trash coach.
But he was, he tried to clean him up a little
Yeah,
bit.
no, for sure.
Yeah.
And now they have Mark Rick down there, and now they're back. But
They're back.
it's good to see them back in good graces,
It's- yeah.
for sure.
Just a matter of time.
What's Ja'Cory Harris doing right now?
Ja'Cory Harris, I don't even want to talk about poor Ja'Cory Harris.
Yeah.
Because it's one of the, no, that ain't nothing bad. I just don't, he could play.
Yeah.
He was straight. It's just one of those kind of Lamar Jackson situations.
Don't compare him to Lamar Jackson.
Not.
Please,
Not. What I'm
don't do
saying
that.
is
Now you're hurting him.
he's not even getting a fair shake when a person like Blake Bortles, who played terrible, and just got $54 million. Terrible.
You know what that is.
Dude, ain't no question.
It's just saving money for the defense, too.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Instead of having to go get Kirk Cousins, pay him the bag,
Mm-hmm.
you just sign up Blake Bortles and save for the defense.
It's only so long fake those for 10, dog.
I mean, the jig is up on that already. We know what that is.
Yeah. Yeah, we definitely know what it is.
Yeah.
Let's move on to Michigan basketball. Stripped them wins in the 1990s. This is the reason I started really watching college basketball with Chris Webber. Robert Tractor Trailer was playing in Michigan. In 1996, they said that booster Ed Martin had loaned a total of $616,000 to Webber, Lewis Bullock, Robert Traylor, and Maurice Taylor. The investigation stemmed that Mateen Cleaves was also being recruited as well. Now, the fallout from the scandal basically erased the whole Fab Five situation. It was tough, man. And it served a big, what would you call it, a wedge in between Chris Webber and Jalen Rose, who don't bang at all right now.
Like, Webber wasn't even on the Fab 5 30 for 30.
Nah, he wouldn't do it.
Yeah.
They don't even speak.
Yeah.
Chris Webber and Jalen Rose don't even speak because of this. And mainly because Jalen Rose said, hey, how you not say you don't know this dude? He took care of you all through college, all through high school.
Because Jalen was looking out for him.
Yeah.
Chris Webber monkey though.
Chris Webber's a monkey dude. For sure.
I only like listen to him on TNT.
I just don't think that the way he handled this was the way he handled this so wrong. That's exactly what it was now. He's a multi-million-dollar athlete now. This guy, Ed Martin, you don't need him. Yeah, man, that was tough. But they put themselves on a voluntary 2-year probation, and the NCAA, they doubled that with 4 and stripped them of all the Final Four appearances. But listen, they can't forget what we were.
We were, Shep.
They knew. Tell them. You knew what was
As he walked into the darkness.
Nah, for sure.
Forget what we were, Shep.
Nah, they'll never be able to. Let's move on to OJ Mayo, man.
It's your man.
My guy.
your
My
man.
guy. Listen, hey, this was an argument.
Yeah,
I'm telling you, this was an argument in 2010. This is crazy to think about.
Okay.
Bro, I had a legitimate argument in a barbershop,
Yeah.
and people were like, you might be right. Bro, OJ Mayo, was, at the time, was better than James Harden.
At the time.
At the time.
Okay.
Dead ass. Yeah, man. He was averaging 20 points a game for Memphis.
Yeah.
And James Harden had like 16, 17, 18. This is the year he broke out.
Yeah.
But I was saying, dude, OJ Mayo is just as good. People are like, no, it's James Harden. But now,
Yeah.
my boy.
Yeah, $200 million later.
Yeah, for sure.
$200 million later.
But let's rewind to 2007 when OJ Mayo was a freshman at USC. And he received $200,000.
Yeah.
Basically, and they said that Tim Floyd hand-delivered the cash to Gilroy, who was the
Liaison.
the liaison between OJ Mayo and USC outside of a stretched Beverly Hills cafe in 2007. Wow.
Where's OJ Mayo from?
OJ Mayo is from a bunch of different places.
Yeah.
West Virginia. He played in Louisville for a little while. He's from around, man.
Why did he go all the way to USC, man?
Because wasn't at the time when they had the
$200,000. That's exactly why he went to USC.
and he had to bring Romeo Miller with him too.
No, that was DeMar
That's
DeRozan.
DeMar DeRozan.
That was
No,
DeMar
that
DeRozan.
was
DeMar DeRozan.
You're absolutely right.
Yeah,
You're
they
absolutely
played
right.
AU together.
Yeah.
But and as a result, the NCAA vacated all wins during that season and forced the school to return the money awarded during those postseason runs. The NCAA also reduced the number of scholarships USC could award in subsequent seasons. So that means USC never really bounced back past this because they went and got the guy from Dunk City, Florida Gulf Coast, who's there now, and now they're caught up in another scandal. I don't understand why it's so hard to recruit
Basketball players
at USC.
Yeah.
Like they have a storied history. Nick Young, DeMar DeRozan. A lot of people actually went there. Harold Mines.
Shout out to Harold Mines.
You know?
2 weeks in a row.
It's
Yeah.
a football school, man.
Yeah, it is a football school, but I'm telling you, you could get people to come
It's
to
a
play
Pumas
in
in
LA. Hell
California.
yeah, I don't know why people don't go there. I don't understand that. And last but not least,
Uh-oh.
Reggie Bush. One of the most electric
Yes.
college football players of our generation. Paying players and families and setting up their preferential jobs. It's nothing new. Like you said, Weezy said, Derrick Rose's mother worked at FedEx. Allegedly.
Yeah, gotta put that on me.
For sure.
You
But
said that.
Reggie Bush's parents received hundreds of thousands of dollars in cash and gifts, including a Malibu rent-free home.
Ooh, that was in Malibu with Kobe. It was in Malibu with Kobe.
Reggie Bush received almost $300,000 in benefits while playing for USC from 2003 to 2005.
How much?
$300,000.
It's a true story.
But let's say this though. He deserved every bit of that.
He deserved
He
every
he earned that
penny of
that.
for sure.
I got a story to tell about this, but I just don't know if it's safe to say it.
No,
It's not.
It's not.
Whatever you-
It's
whatever
not.
you gotta say
Statute of
that.
limitation is 2005.
Yeah.
Go ahead. Say it, Weezy.
Oh, shit.
Statute of limitations over 7.
That's true.
Seven,
So,
right?
Y'all
Cameraman.
come get me. The money good. Y'all come get me today.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Alright.
for sure.
So listen, I got a friend that was on a recruitment with the USC.
Okay.
So they're with Reggie Bush now, and they was out somewhere, and my homeboy said, you know, they was going to some party, and my homeboy stepped in some mud. He said, oh man, my shoes messed up. Reggie Bush said, don't worry about it. I'll get you 2 more pair tomorrow. Don't worry about it.
Oh, yeah.
He said.
That's
He
true.
said.
Yeah.
That's true.
He
That's
said.
really true.
Yeah.
I'm telling you, they said USC players,
Yeah.
from Lindell White to him, they said they could walk into stores.
Yeah.
People just be like, I don't worry about it.
So he said, so they say. The next morning they got up.
2 pair.
And we got 2 more pair of shoes. And he told him, you come here, anything you want.
On the house.
Before the NFL. That's what Reggie Bush told him.
Sure.
This guy.
Yeah, man.
Hey man, I'm not doubting that.
And the guy went there.
Oh, that's 100% true, for sure. I agree. In 2010, Bush voluntarily returned his Heisman Trophy before the NCAA ruled whether it would be stripped from him, and the Trojans were slapped with a 2-year postseason ban and a loss of 30 scholarships over 3 years. And of course, Pete Carroll saw the writing on the wall.
the hell about
And
it.
got the hell up out of there and went to Seattle and
You
avoided the
think-
challenge of rebuilding USC.
You think before the boys run them up, these boys
Yeah, them boys.
ran a muck
Yeah.
in USC.
I don't even argue that.
I'm not
that,
arguing
that
that.
era right there.
Yeah,
I
that was the
get
only
it.
big team in town.
Yeah, they
Yeah.
did
It wasn't
what the
it wasn't no
hell they
Rams.
wanted to do.
They
Yeah.
ran a muck. It was them and the Lakers.
Yeah, that's it.
That's it.
That was the show.
And they were backing it up on the field too.
Oh, yeah, them boys
It's one
was
thing to
killing.
get those type of perks or whatever, but to
Yeah.
back it up on the field,
Yeah.
what the hell you want to do?
Oh, man. And in Los Angeles?
Come on, man.
That's that's right when the Kardashians was in school.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah, that's true.
You
It
know,
was going
they
up.
ran a muck. Now I'm
Them
telling
boys
you.
went up.
I'm like I said, we named a lot of stuff that happened here.
Mm-hmm.
Reggie Bush earned that money.
Yeah, for
You
sure.
know-
Yeah.
Every dime.
That's what we remember Reggie Bush. You know Reggie Bush won a Super Bowl.
Yeah, he did.
That's
New
what we
Orleans.
remember him for. Yeah,
Yeah.
he won a Super Bowl.
He
He had
never-
a pretty decent career.
He had a decent career.
But that
for sure.
college career,
It was supposed to be.
That's what he lives off.
Yeah,
of.
he lives off.
Him and Vince Young lives off the Texas career.
Yeah,
Ah,
this
well,
year.
Yeah, we got you. Anyway.
Yeah.
that was the best game ever. Probably.
Yeah, now it's a good ass game
Yeah.
for sure.
Yeah.
So let us know, man. We got any wrong? Forgot any? Now again, these were all money scandals.
Yeah, it wasn't sex scandal.
It's sex scandals.
Please don't bring those.
Manti, come on, Manti. What the hell is you thinking?
Man,
Manti, you the man in Notre Dame, and you got a fake girlfriend.
remember
Something
the draft around that was like,
Yeah.
is he mentally
It was a
able?
4-page letter, something like that. She wrote.
Did
He wrote
die?
to herself.
Wait, did she die?
It wasn't nobody.
It wasn't. Yeah,
No.
no, it wasn't nobody.
It wasn't nobody.
I know what I'm saying, but what was the excuse or something? It was something like
He sent us.
You don't want to know about that.
He
You don't want to know about that because there's something to that.
Yes.
He must be a really good linebacker.
I'm telling you.
That's all I can say.
Yeah, nah, for sure.
Somebody believes some shit like that, and
Yeah.
he's still playing. He's a really good
He still
linebacker.
play, but he never bounced back after that.
No.
People look at him crazy.
Yeah.
Most definitely. Let us know, man. Tweet us with questions during the show at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment, give us a thumbs up or a thumbs down on the YouTube page.
Before
On
we
the
go,
YouTube. Ooh.
Lamar Jackson will be a what pick? Second round, third round pick.
Second
Oh.
round.
Second round.
Yeah.
Second day.
Second.
Well, what's it? I guess it's third day actually, because the first round's on Thursday night, right?
Yeah.
So it'll be a Saturday pick.
Second round.
It's the second day, because second and third.
So he
is
said
fourth
second
and
round
sixth.
pick.
Yeah. So he'll be picked on Saturday.
I'm gonna say fourth round.
Yeah.
That's my boy though.
Yeah, for sure.
Okay.
So anything else?
Go ahead, man.
Starting back. Now, tweet some questions during the show at Full Sport Press. Don't forget to comment. Give us a thumbs up, thumbs down on the YouTube page, on the iTunes page. Please rate and subscribe. But more importantly, don't forget to tell a friend.
To tell a friend.
To tell her friend.
Tell friends, man, to know about that Full Sport Press podcast. Weezy.
What's up, man?
Weezy.
What's up? Revolution Movie Podcast.
Nope. Weezy got one job.
What
What we close with, Weezy? What we close with?
I'm lost now. What do we close with? This is something new.
Everything's paid for, Weezy.
Everything's paid for.
Everything's always
You
paid
gotta
for.
bring that to me, man. Then I'll finish it up. Everything paid for.
Camera's
though.
always on.
Camera's
man.
always on,
Hey.
man. The Revolution Movie Podcast, man. Holla.
Life moves pretty fast. If you don't stop and look around once in a while, you could miss it.
Thank you for listening to the Full Sport Press podcast. To catch up on prior episodes, visit the SoundCloud page. And don't forget to tell a friend to tell a friend.